Comics office. It's Dr. Ben. Here with my pal, my buddy, confidant here, Sam.
Sam Happy.
And
no.
We're gonna conclude. We already read the first part here. Batman Dark Knight, Dark City. We read part 1. Bonk's Adventures. I like that.
But most importantly, we begin
part 2
with Batman following a trail of riddles.
So now we hear
Riddler's leaving for Batman.
part 3. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yes.
Perfect.
It is Cuckoo for Cocoa
Yeah,
Puffs.
this one is...
And that's how we open up. Batman ready and primed to slit a baby's throat open. To get a golf ball or a ping pong ball unlodged from a kidnapped baby's throat.
Yes. Has to perform a back alley tracheotomy in the sewer in order to save this baby that is about to. It's choking. It's horrible. This is how the story opens. I think I said this last time, but like this was the first part of the story that I read, so I had like no idea like about any of it. I was just like, oh man, Mike Mignola, and Dwyer, Peter Milligan, Dennis, Jockey.
They really gave it their all on this one.
And this is like the first. I'm like, what?
I think I saw it from the beginning.
Batman takes a deep breath and slits the cherub's little throat. What?
He does
Dear
it.
Lord.
He's racing to the hospital so they can stitch up his throat.
Right, and that's like, just like how it starts. It's just horrible. Like
Riddler left another clue on his diaper.
Right.
On a hangman card. Yeah, it's a hangman, right?
Yeah.
Tarot cards. He's been using a lot of tarot cards.
Only one left. A little boy crawler. You'll find lots of him, though shorter and taller. That's the clue.
Lots of him. Lots. As in an auction, perhaps. As in the crying of Lot 49. What's that? A novel by Thomas Pynchon, one of your American writers. Rather good, actually, though I'm more of an Anthony Burgess man myself. Very interesting, Alfred. I'm feeding in the details of where the Riddler's clues have led us so far. Maybe there'll be a pattern. No.
One thing I kind of noticed, it almost looks like Alfred has an eye patch there almost, doesn't it? Or is that just my copy? See what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
maybe. It looks
and look
darker
up here
on-
too. Like up there, his eye doesn't look. It's hard to look.
Yeah, maybe it could be the silent minority. It's secret.
Odd. I just noticed it with that, and then it's like right up there.
It's kind of weird that he mentions Anthony Burgess, because I just watched A Clockwork Orange not too long ago.
Right on. So, and then
It leads them to Stockman Square, which, is named after the same Jacob Stockman that finds the Riddler finds the journal of him.
right,
And he's writing these confessions of this, like, black magic ritual that he performed with the likes of Thomas Jefferson.
Narc. No one had the guts till now. Thomas Jefferson. Is that? Does it say Thomas Jefferson on here, or no?
No.
I know it talks about him like earlier.
Yeah.
I love how just the ink bleeds on all these old ones. There's so much black ink around here. It always
I've been watching Death Note. Like, you know, how, like, they like, dramatize him just writing stuff in his notebook.
Right.
You know, and there's, like, this intense music playing in the background. That's kind of what I think of when I see this.
That's what I'm saying, because it's like this whole...
Yeah, he's, like, picturing, like, the lady's still trapped down there with the thing. She's trying to claw her nails out, and her nails start bleeding.
She's trapped. Yeah.
Oh, and vampires, ghosts, and things that go bump in the night.
Like the Ravenloft adventure set. I always thought that looked like so cheesy. Like that. Just that vampire. Like he's got like this blue skin. I always just
The new Ravenloft box set brings a new dimension to the world of gothic horror and supernatural suspense. You'll get more powerful creatures and complete details on the layers. The vampires will be able to resist the light of day, and the mummies will not be frightened by the touch of fire. Yeah, it's a role-playing game.
Why not? Available at a hobby shop near you. Excellent. Well,
do you think so? Does anybody know a lot about? Does our audience know a lot about tabletop games? Write something in the comments if you're into that. I don't know.
There's always ads for them in here. Like I remember they always had ads for Riffs.
Well,
and probably like the Ninja Turtles game. There might have been other ones like like a Buck Rogers game that they advertised. Maybe I don't know.
I remember Double Dragon. You
and all the video games too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was a whole.
I remember the Batman Returns ad, and that was crazy. It has the like line from Penguin in the movie where he's like, ladies and gentlemen, start your engines or whatever. You know, and it has like Catwoman like leaning on his giant duck thing in the ad.
Yeah.
And it's like makes her look very
like his
sexual
skin's all kind of like yellow or something. Like it's like the colors is like this kind of coloring like on like a more like real realistic like photo picture or whatever. Like, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. That game is good though. Have you played it?
I don't know.
It's cool. You can headbutt guys. Like you can grab two guys together and like hit them.
So how did he got led to the I can't remember how he got. Oh, when he was when he was at the Bat Cave, he was like, "Okay, I gotta go here next and there, blah blah blah." Okay.
And he figured it's the like Hall of Mirrors.
Right. So he gets there.
Wait, what leads him to think that?
That's what I'm saying. Like that was when he was on the computer or whatever. He figured out that big question mark or whatever. There. He's like, oh, I gotta go, blah, blah, blah. That'll be the end of it, obviously. And so
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Then he comes here and he's like, well, what do we gotta do? And the dude's got a flamethrower and he's like, oh, I'm walking into a death trap. Well, so I'm gonna flip to the next page. It's stock cars and start smashing the glass, obviously. Trying to figure out where the goat is.
Yeah.
And and eventually he finds
also
it.
like the Riddler's thugs come at him with a flamethrower. You forgot to mention that, Dr.
No,
Ben.
I said that he came at him.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's that book called? Crying in the Lots of...
Oh, from the
From the riddle.
Yeah, I can't remember well, you got the page for it. I'm going to flip to the next page here.
Because I remember, like, when I read this a second time, I looked up, like, this book and what it's about. shortest of Pynchon's novels. The plot follows Oedipa Maas, a young California woman who begins to embrace a conspiracy theory as she possibly unearths a centuries-old feud between two mail distribution companies. One of these companies, Thurn Taxis, actually existed and was the first private firm to distribute postal mail. Like most of Pynchon's output, Lot 49 is often described as postmodernist literature. But, like, yeah, I was, like, looking into the book, and it sounds, like, interesting. They have, like, conspiracies about the Beatles and stuff.
And that was
And, like, all this other stuff in it that feels very, like, steeped in, like, 1970s, 60s.
But so that's what led him to the...
Yeah, that was, like, the clue. But, like,
to wherever he was just at, the circus or whatever, the mirrors and all that stuff.
Yeah, he's finding a trail from, like, the things that they've led, you know, and it just kind of so happens that it becomes, like, a question mark, and they find that it ends at the Hall of Mirrors.
Right.
Yeah, okay, now we're good to go. Yeah.
The other thing I love in this is just, like, that car.
Yeah, the car is awesome.
Like, Batmobile is just, like...
I kind of want to get that
just
book,
friggin'
though.
like cyberpunk or something right there. That's, like... That's it. So
he says...
and so he's got to go to this next place. The ceremony...
Q&A storage. Which is, like, kind of perfect for the Riddler. And then Batman, I guess, trains the goat.
Right. He throws the goat at him.
Because Batman can do everything. He probably met with, like, a shaman.
So that means, like, that whole ride...
So that he learned how to speak to goat spirits.
He had the goat with him in the Batmobile.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he got it from here. He's like, okay, let's go. So...
Slugs try and ambush him. Doesn't really quite work.
That goat.
But, since the ceremony is, working its magic, Batman trips up.
Batgirl escapes.
The Barbathos, broke the beam. He's tumbling and falling. And he's unconscious.
Oh, yeah. His, beam was all messed up or whatever. And he falls. Yeah, like, you see, like, that's him falling, like, straight on his, the thing. And then he
just wants to roast him. The Riddler, like, just shoots him because he has preparations to make. And he's like, I'm through with all that mumbo jumbo. He's going down. Riddler shoots him. And it's his Ticket to Ride.
Yeah.
Beatles song.
Of course I did. Batman's my ticket to ride.
He's my ticket to ride. He's my ticket to ride.
And so...
She don't care. Right?
Yeah, I just want to look... Here, flip ahead and here's one page. I want to see something. That's not the goat.
No, that's the pit bull terrier.
So that's what I'm saying. So the goat, bat goat, got away. Like that's my takeaway from this. Like,
yeah,
he took bat goat with him in the Batmobile. And gave him a chip or something, microchip.
Yeah.
gave him a new microchip, and that's how he was able to look at, because he does look like he's mad in that first picture.
Yeah.
He knows he's, playing, like, helping him knock him over. He's, like, doing the get behind him when he kicked him. And then he's off running away. Get away. We just found a new DC Comics character hidden that I don't think anyone ever noticed. Batgoat. Dr.Ben and Sam. Hell yeah. What was this? October. It's Halloween.
And
so this is
the Riddler.
Yeah,
just
this is
going
the Riddler.
full
He's got,
black
like,
magic. He's not.
got
He's
a
like
goofy
wearing
robe
a
on
cape and
what the heck is that thing, like, innocent?
He has the journal's like kind of partially a grimoire because it has like all of the rules for the ceremonies and the rituals.
And he's now got Batman, like, tied up. Like, because at first I was thinking, like, that, I don't know. I was thinking that, like, Batman was playing possum, right? When he was, like, laying on the ground earlier, like, okay, let's see what he's going to do. But I don't know if Batman would, like, go this far. If it was just him and Riddler, like, let himself be tied
Batman
up.
was observing that the Riddler was trying to keep him alive.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder if that was possible, but it seems a bit far for him to let him be tied up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless he's, like, a super confident...
Like, my theory is that the black magic worked.
He could be a super confident escape artist, like Houdini. He probably is.
Yeah.
Because then he, like... Yeah, because he's asking him about him, isn't it? Like, this is him talking to him, like...
He wants
the hell,
answers.
you had me do all this stupid shit, like...
Yeah, he tells him right here. He's like...
You stab a dog?
First, she had to kiss the lips of a hanged man. In your case, it was mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Right, so he had to...
He had the... Corpse? Well, she also, secondly, she bathed in blood. And that was like the exploding baby decoy that he used.
I can't...
The fourth was to slay a wild dog with a silver dagger.
Oh, yeah, they gave him a...
Yeah.
So it does kind of seem like he's been kind of like a willing... going along with all this. Kiss on a... What? Why would you do that?
Save a life.
Stab a dog? What?
Slit a baby's throat.
Batman, what is wrong with you? What are you
Jumping
doing?
around and dancing in fire.
Batman.
In front of a goat.
In front of a goat? What are you? What the hell are you? Batman. Is this the movies? Is this that Michael Keaton? Is that what it is? Is that what happened?
I don't think I've ever seen Michael Keaton do, like, flips and somersaults like that, though.
Well...
You know what I mean? Like, look at that. He's doing like a...
Yeah.
Just like, you know...
Well, I mean, I'll just go on to the...
You know, and he just like,
You just don't
he references, you know, just how we've been observing that the Riddler is just a lot more barbarous in this, you know.
Yes.
He's going to like some lengths.
Kind of like pretty dark stuff. I mean, like that is.
Yeah, you'd expect this from the Joker, you know, maybe
like,
not
like,
the Riddler.
And this is just. This isn't detective. This is Batman. Batman 454. What year is this?
1990.
1990. Okay.
I think. Yeah. 1990.
God
so it was like just after
so
is just after Batman 89 came out.
Oh, so this is the thing is then he's he's like, I'm gonna kill you, and then we hear how foolish, how greedy, how manipulatable. A perfect host. Mind awash with gibberish, riddling, riddleria, riddle mad, riddle sad, hungry for power. So easy for me to slip into you, disguise myself as you, whisper in your ear and set your heart racing. Batman had an intuition. See, because Batman and I are closely related. He is Batman, the Dark Knight. I'm Gotham, the Dark City. And like,
yeah, and like there's
that's
just
what I'm saying.
the
Like, and
whole
then you see
ground
like now,
shaking
like
around him.
right, like Riddler, this whole thing he's been doing all this. Now he's actually scared too. Like this, I'm saying, like it's a very like.
And like the place is collapsing. He's like, well, I might as well just get out of here and let the Batman die. You know.
Well, of course.
It's like gonna burn the place down with the flamethrower. He just turns into like one of his cowardly thugs, you know, basically in the end.
Right.
You know?
Well, I mean, they're gonna. Well, he doesn't burn him though.
He just no longer has all this black magic at his side. He's now helpless, you know. Now he's locked down there.
You hear him, Batman.
And now Batman is wait, turn this thing that
No
around.
time to escape. Look, Batman. Free Sun is 100% natural. One good fern deserves another.
Well, that was weird.
Does it say fern? Why does it say fern? Like that was what I was gonna
One
say.
good fern deserves another. The animals are eating ferns.
And they got ferns.
And these
and
guys are
Sun.
like hitting at the animals.
He's got to pry up a crocodile. What the hell? That's pretty.
And the elephant is picking them up. And he's got
Is that a
priest.
chimpanzee? Is that what?
Yeah, this is the chimpanzee from the last one.
Oh, he's there, and then he's up there too. Yeah, yeah. This is part 5. We did. I looked in the other 2, and the other 2 are like both part 4. So I'd have to actually go back and figure out. I don't know if I have the Batman before these or not. I don't know.
But the page flip is really cool.
But yeah, so that's.
Oh yeah, it's part 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a different. Oh, I don't know how well that even shows up. This thing, because this thing, I can't move it over that far. Technology. But anyway, so that's part 4 was in the last 2
Yeah,
issues.
and I guess is it like 1 out of 5? Is 5 like the last one, or is it just go on? Oh, it says the adventure continues.
Yeah, part.
Oh, the
4.
final episode is the next one. I guess we're gonna have to find out what comics
saying, I'm
have
gonna have
these
to-
early ads.
So, anyways, so that
But
is-
yeah, but this story's a lot more interesting, honestly.
Yeah, I love these old ads though. Like I definitely, and I like how a lot of people do remixes of those or whatever, like redoing old ads with what is this? We'll go 13 for Nintendo. It's back in the fast conspiracy top secret episode.
That's kind of cool. They have like 3 different styles of gameplay, it looks like.
Yeah, those were pretty. They were tough. So
Now
anyways,
Batman sees like the visions of like the past,
right.
you know, of like all of the occultists, just terrified as the Riddler has become terrified of like the Barbados demon.
Right. So this is like he's escaped from being tied up, right? And now he's just like down wherever it
down
was he was
there.
tied up down in
He's burning the place down.
this pit thing or whatever.
He sees like the vision of the girl scratching at the boards trying to get out. Her nails are bleeding. Finds the skeleton of the spirit of the bat or something like that. Or I think there was a bat that scared them, and Batman points out that like they were so tripped up on like their beliefs.
Yeah, that's
like,
what all this was. They were all freaking out, and then they locked her down there. Who are you? The demon? Gotham? How can you be Gotham? Gotham's a city. The city
that modeled you, that shaped you, whose darkness and desolation is in your soul. You know, or is it? Who is that talking? That's the. Oh yeah, that's the demon talking.
Barbathos. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So he's like trapped down there. He sees the bat skeleton thing. Yeah. And then is it just then she just appears.
Yeah.
Free her, Batman. Till she is free, I cannot be free, nor can you. Free her. You are brother and sister of the bat. Only her brother can save her and free me.
You know, and like Batman's trying to shove like the stuff down, and it seems like stuff is like, I don't know, just blocking him from getting out. He just figures they're dead. What? And he suspects that the Riddler is coming to finish them off or something. Like the door's opening. Alfred's there.
He's concerned it could be, and it's immediately we see that it's Alfred. Alfred, get out of the building. Might collapse any minute. I'll get the girl out. And so then we just get this.
She's asking if she's dead. She's like a ghost or a shadow of like the events that were happening at the time. That's how I see it.
Right. He wraps her in his cape. He's like, okay.
Batman's all caught up in it.
Yeah, because that's what I mean. It's like she's just like all of a sudden she's just there. Like he looks over and sees the bat.
Yeah, Alfred
and then he looks back and she's like
later when he brings her out.
So like he knows like, okay, there's I don't know what, but I'll try and help her get out of this fire, I guess.
Yeah.
Football car.
I like Batman running through fire.
I'm sorry.
His cape is fireproof too. That's another thing.
Or what the hell are these?
Heads or tails, you're always a winner. It's like coin collecting.
Get some coins. Okay, I'll get some coins.
I don't know, like
big V shape.
Hey, maybe this could be maybe we'll talk about V for Vendetta sometime.
When does he realize that she's like a skeleton? Is it like once he gets out?
Yeah, I think so.
Because like he's not like surprised. Like
yeah.
Maybe he just
yeah.
He's just I guess it's just Batman's just chill. He knows what's going on. Yeah, she's a skeleton. I gotta she's stuck down there. I gotta take her and go put her in the family grave.
Yeah. He has her listed as his sister, which I think is weird. Cause
right.
I doubt they're related, but maybe they are. Who knows? I imagine that girl was really poor, though. I always thought of her as like sort of a.
Well, she was. It was like she was like grown up. It's not like, you know what I mean. Like she was.
She was like abducted by these people and drugged and like, twisted into doing the ceremony.
No, maybe not drunk. Yeah, I don't know if she's like.
She was kind of young, but I don't think she's like super young.
Indeterminate age, not like.
I think like mid-20s, I imagine.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like not like a kid, but like not.
At youngest, I'd say like late teenager, but like I don't know.
Yeah.
You could make it creepy and have it like she's like underage or something. But I don't.
Well, no, she definitely doesn't look because like. Yeah.
I don't think so. Yeah, I mean also in some.
I was gonna say her nails are painted, but no, that's because she clawed her.
I mean, in some movies, they have like kids who are teenagers that are played by adults. You know what I mean?
Well, in this
And
anyways,
not like, you know, in sitcoms they
she's
sometimes
actually
do that.
a skeleton, is what we find out.
And yeah, and that's kind of where it wraps up and ends.
Yeah, so that is. Did he catch the Riddler?
No,
No, Riddler got away.
the Riddler got away. Hey,
He found that body that was down there, the skeleton of her name is Dominique.
mm-hmm.
He found her skeleton that was apparently.
I feel like that
possessed
it
or
may have
something?
been like one of Jefferson's
ghost?
slaves. That's my theory. You know?
Oh well, right. I
It
mean, it was
could
just
have
supposed to
been.
be like the whole. Would have been like the Jefferson era, Epstein Island things or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's pre his presidential campaign.
They were doing all.
It's pre his presidential campaign.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's
But yeah,
get the cover. Fun story,
yeah, how often with
3
that.
issues.
It was like one of my favorite comic books reading.
Very, very just like disturbing. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's just like really dark. Like holy jeez, what the hell's going on?
I think next week to continue this trend of like weird ritual magic stuff and symbolism and weird things like that.
Right.
We could read this one next by Grant Morrison. Arkham Asylum, Serious House on Serious Earth.
That does seem like kind of
Like, because I noticed that, because last Halloween I read both of these stories, and I'm like, it's like weird, because when was this one written? I think in the 80s.
yeah. It came out like right around the same time as the Batman movie came out, like 88 or 89.
I feel like, I don't know, that the Dark Knight, Dark City may have been somewhat influenced by it. Because there's this like weird last part in the book.
Spoilers.
No, I don't want to spoil it.
I don't think there's any way you can spoil. Like there's no, you know what I'm
But,
saying? Like this book is just. I mean,
The art is just really like
it is weird
crazy.
though. Like
It's like very like the way they have like the lights and shadows in it, and
Right.
just it feels very dreamy, you know. Like he's just walking into like a loony, not house. It's very horror, you know, very
Right.
horror inspired.
well, I know what you mean. Like for some reason,
It's like about the
they
history
do
of the
seem
institution.
they do seem like related somehow. Like just like story wise, like they just seem like.
Well, like the creator of the asylum, like Amadeus Arkham, like comes across like something dark in the building or something.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Because
he gets kind of like
because they're talking about because he would have been around at the same time
I
as
think
the guys in this.
It's also interesting how both of them use like flashbacks to talk about things that are happening in the present day. You know, like they have these journal things
right.
in this one, and in the other one they have one journal stuff from like Amadeus Arkham, you know,
Right.
and he's
And that's what I'm saying. Like I think that would have been like approximately the same time. I think is what they're saying because that would have been.
I'm thinking though like that
When was Thomas
Well,
Jefferson alive?
I think the asylum is in the 1800s, or like it's around the period of time when modern psychiatry first became like a thing. That's my idea about it. You know what I mean? When they started making like psychiatric hospitals. Like Arkham is like
They started
an
founding-
early prototype of that idea.
Well,
That's kind of my idea of it. So like I don't know. I'm
That's
thinking in
definitely-
preparations I could read about some
It's
stuff
definitely
like
the
that.
sign of
But,
a culture is that immediately they get the printing press and then they start founding.
there's like a lot of references
insane
to
asylums.
like Carl Jung in it.
Here.
Jungian
What's-
archetypes.
I'm down.
Or
Like,
whatever,
definitely,
you know.
like, yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Like, this was definitely like really, I thought a good story. Like, it just, like reading it, like going through.
It feels like a detective story too. You know what I mean?
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was really surprised, like, because like the dark moments in it, like with the baby and all that, like, all of it was just like, oh. Jesus.
I don't know. They got to make an animated picture of this movie.
Yeah, I don't think they would turn it into. They'd have to be.
Oh yeah, I did some fan art. Just like.
Oh, is that the?
Yeah, that's kind of like the final panel. I didn't do the ending panel of him walking out. I just made the bat picture bigger.
Right. I'm just gonna. We'll do that on the next page. Do like a big wide. Yeah, you just do it bigger. That's cool. That's awesome. Well, so that's I think that'll wrap it up.
That's Dark Knight, Dark City.
Yeah, come back next time. Same
Same
bat
well,
channel.
same bat channel. Maybe different bat time, but always same bat Wednesday. Wednesday seems like when we always do it.
Oh yeah, some comics.
Yeah. Like Wednesday's Free Comics Day, so it seems like an appropriate time as any.
Let me get over there real quick.
Yeah.
Let me. Jesus.
You got some. Oh, okay.
All right, and I also wanted to mention we're gonna do we at the Great Lakes Geek Fest, right? You know about the Great Lakes Geek Fest.
Absolutely, I'm gonna be there.
This is gonna be their 127th anniversary, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a good year. It's a good year. October 22nd, Saturday, 10 a.m., 5 p.m. Great Lakes Geek Fest 2022.
Ain't that something?
The 1200 East 21st Street, Asheville, Ohio. It's time. You can, like, if you just
Do it in the Stanley voice.
Yeah, you do the best Stanley voice, I have to say. Like,
It's time. I don't know. It's kind of like I gotta think of like Bugs Bunny, but like think of it as like I don't know, Bugs Bunny that like smokes a lot.
It's time.
Or like yeah, like you know, or with a bad meth habit or something. Something like that. You want to show like a little preview of like your Punisher comic?
Well, so this is what I'm gonna have there. I got a couple
Relaunch.
Punisher relaunch, first issue. We got a couple copies left. I love the back because it's got Stanley on it. You know, like that's just one of my favorite pictures I drew of Stanley.
And those terrible comic book companies are trying to censor him.
And they're trying to censor the comics is what they're doing.
We want all the crazy violence in our comics.
Yeah, you gotta know you can't stop relaunch. I'm not here to stop it. Bruce Lee. I am relaunch. Like I love that little piece of pizza I drew. Like I love like the birds.
Mm-hmm.
Birds farting, tweeting.
Yeah,
Birds farting.
you know, like when birds like fly around people when they get honked, you know, that kind of thing.
And then I do all of my comics with Next Panel Press. Captain Comics, toys, and I gotta shout out my friends, Robot Zero,
and the main story.
Comic Book City. Madison, Ohio.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Starts off. It's kind of a rough story, you know. She's got a headlock by a creepy clown guy. He's asking, you say pour acid on your face? Kind of weird, but okay. And you know that's what I'm saying. Like this is
violence. You know,
if this is too much for you, then you know that's.
She said that she wants to do a little of the old ultra violence, like you know, like kind of like you know, in a Clockwork Orange or something.
Yeah, that's like.
But I imagine it's like in sort of a Harley Quinn accent.
You know, I didn't even think about that.
I imitated it one time. It's pretty funny.
Because we were just looking at this fantastic story by Batman. This fantastic story by Batman.
Yeah, Batman wrote it.
He himself.
Yeah.
He was quoting the same guys, this Anthony Burgess.
Oh yeah, whoa.
And he's quoting these guys, and then that's
it's like Clockwork Orange all over again.
Yeah, because that is the next page is
yeah. Maybe a bit of ye olde ultra violence. You know, like
yes.
Thinking of it like sort of an imitation Cockney accent, because like they're like kind of working class lads.
Right.
Like
yeah,
in
they're
the
definitely
Clockwork Orange, sort of. But it's like in the distant future where even like working class people kind of have stuff or something, you know. But like also there's like no law and order anymore, you know.
Comic Book City.
Kinda weird.
Yeah, and then let's go get some drinks.
Yeah.
Well, so that's a preview.
Yeah, it's basically a big bar
preview
fight.
of Punisher here.
And it like starts at like
first issue relaunch.
It like starts at like the end sort of, and it shows how you got there.
Yeah, it's one of those decompressed, with the linear reversal.
Non-linear storytelling.
Yeah, it's non-linear.
That's the way I like it.
Yes. So anyways, that's the first issue. I'll have also some printing up some mini comics with Stanley J. Wabbit. And
aligning himself with the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund.
Rumored. Oh yeah, go check out the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund. They've been fighting because they're trying to get rid of all the books, all the different comics.
Yeah, you gotta read them banned books.
They're banning all of them.
Yeah.
If they
got a Fahrenheit 451 this.
So
you know, we gotta get those books in the memory, so they can't like eradicate them.
I want to do like a list of all the recent comics they've been banning.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But also like I don't want to do a list because like it is like serious, you know, like they started with Mouse.
Mm-hmm.
All the books about anyone that's LGB.
Yeah.
Plus.
Yeah.
Anyone like.
Mm-hmm.
All of that
like
shit.
A book about the Holocaust.
So go help the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund out. I'm sure they need like all the help they can right now.
Yeah.
And you know, and I'm gonna be printing Stanley comics.
Yes.
Comics. But those are
with
just
a little old ultra violence.
Right. You'll like them.
We need our violence.
Rumored
that's kind of like perfect for what that movie was about, A Clockwork Orange. It's about he's trying to like censor him, turn him into like just a walking,
trying to do his thing,
like
drink milk and walk around with that hat.
I mean, he could do without the raping and beating people up for no reason, but like,
hey, you know,
aside
fight
from that,
censorship is the main answer I get. You know?
Yeah.
And also shout out to FM radio there.